Welcome in. Happy 2026 to all the listeners out there. Hotty toddy, go Rebs. Rebelette fired up. Big game tomorrow night. We're going to get into it. Got to talk a little Lions. And then we will talk NFL playoffs, Super Bowl. Episode 44. First official episode of 2026. But we did record with Chelsea last night. We picked the Super Bowl. Maybe. Go check it out. All right, welcome in episode 44, first episode 2026. We have Rebelette tie, and before we get into anything, just give us what's the energy like in the Ole Miss fan base right now? Like, is this the first ever? Yeah, first ever semifinal that they've played in for sure.
Yep.
What is the energy like in Oxford and in your groups of friends?
I mean, stoked as can be. You know, to keep it obvious. Stoked, terrified. That defense is scary, but I mean, thrilled to be here, thrilled to compete. The boys are ready, and we're fired up for tomorrow night.
I can't wait. I'm a huge Rebs fan tomorrow night, and okay, I was gonna say you get the chance to avoid Ohio State, which is a win. But I don't know, man. That defense is crazy. We're going to get into it in a second. But I'm pumped. I think we're going to get two really great games in both semifinals. We're going to get to those. But we have to start off with the first trivia question of the year. I'm pumped. I want to see how difficult you're going to start the year off with.
It's gettable, but it might take a second. All right?
Okay.
There have been 16 teams who have won a college football playoff game. Can you tell me all of them?
Oh.
It really isn't that bad. It's just a lot of teams.
All right. Well, let's get through the obvious ones. Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, and I'm trying to think, is there any Texas?
There's 5.
I want to say Oklahoma. I don't believe Oklahoma is on the list. They are not on the list. I don't think they've ever won a college football playoff game. No, they haven't. All right. 5 out of the SEC. Let's go over to the Big Ten. Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Oregon, Washington.
That's 10.
There's 10.
6 more.
Let's go to the ACC. Let's go Clemson.
Yep. 5 more.
Let's go. Did Florida State ever win one? I don't believe they did. I think they played in one, and Jameis lost it. That sack fumble.
Yeah.
I don't believe Florida State did. Oof. All right. Let's go over to the Big 12. TCU. Oh my gosh. This is okay. I'm probably missing some like crazy obvious ones. I got to think Pac-12, Big 12. Can you give me a hint on a conference?
You're missing one in the Big 12. Who'd you say Big 12?
I said TCU.
Yeah, you're missing one.
I'm missing one in the Big 12. Utah, no. Dude, the conference realignment's messing with my head.
Can I say you're overthinking this one? Can I say you're overthinking this? I mean,
Big 12.
Right in front of you.
All right, hold on. I'm freezing up here a little bit. Okay.
Recent. Wait.
Like this year?
That's an error. Oh, I put Tech in there. My bad. I put Tech in there.
Oh, Tech. Okay, I was going to say, Tech
my bad,
did not
my bad.
win.
I put Tech in there. I put Tech in there.
All right.
So
you scared me for a second. Okay, that makes me feel better. So there's 15. So I got 3 left.
Yeah, and I'm trying to look at the three. I know one you're missing. I don't know what else you're missing besides that one.
Has a group of 5 team ever won a playoff game? I don't believe they have. No. No. Okay. I need to think back. I think I need to go back. I think I've hit all the recents.
I honestly, you said them in an order I couldn't track. I'm trying to figure out. I know one you're missing, and you'll get to that one. I'm trying to figure out the other two.
Which? Give me a conference. The obvious one. They're not in a
I
conference?
can't answer this.
Oh, Notre Dame.
I mean,
for the love of
thank you.
I can't. How do I forget Notre Dame?
I know. I like that's the worst
gosh.
question you could. Yeah, know your Dame.
See, that's the problem. My brain, I was going through conference by conference. Okay.
I think I miscounted. So let's go through it. I have Bama, Texas, Clemson, Georgia.
Yep.
You have those. You have Notre Dame, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State.
Yep.
You have Oregon. You have TCU. You have LSU.
Yes.
You have Washington. Did you say Indiana?
Oh my gosh, I didn't say
that's
Indiana.
When I was like, I didn't know if you said that because you said Ole Miss. I'm like, did you say?
I did
Indiana
not
was
say
the one you're
Indiana.
missing. Oh, and then you're missing one. That's what. Yeah, you did have 3 left. I was right. You're missing one more.
So Indiana, Notre Dame, and I'm missing a team from the ACC.
Who did you say ACC?
Miami. Come on, Adam.
Yeah.
Come on,
So you missed Miami. Or you didn't miss, but the 3 you needed was ND, Miami, Indiana. So 2 recents and then the no conference.
Okay.
But
well, give me half a point on that. That was
I
okay.
I had Tech in there. I threw you off. That's not me.
No, all good. I wanted to say Tech, and then I realized they got the bye, which we're gonna get to.
I thought Oregon got the bye. Yeah. Okay.
We are gonna get to in a second. So, all right, off to a hot start. Let's talk college football playoff.
Let's go.
I love the trivia question because now my mind's on college football. So we're going to spend most of the time on Ole Miss, Miami, but let's just quickly talk Indiana, Oregon. Great. I'm really pumped for this game. These two teams met in Oregon this season. Indiana won that game by 10. That was the first time I was willing to take Indiana seriously. Was when they went into Autzen and won by double digits. And it's kind of wild to think we're here now. They have just blown the doors off of everybody that they've played. They beat Ohio State. They just whooped Alabama. But it is really tough to beat a team twice in the same season. Georgia knows, and you know that. You got the number 1 overall pick in Fernando Mendoza going against probably the number 2 overall pick in Dante Moore. Who do you give the edge to in this game? Who do you like in this game? Who do you want to see in the Natty? And that might be different than who you think wins the game.
Yeah, I really don't know who I want to see. I think I'm starting to get to the point where I might be afraid of Indiana. It hasn't happened ever. But I think Indiana wins it. But I'm also not terrified to play Indiana because I'm going to keep the same mindset I've always had to where this has to stop eventually. Simply. This isn't Ohio State last year. This is Indiana. Like, these guys, they don't have a 5-star. They can't be blowing out everyone by 20 points. It can't keep happening. But my gosh, they keep doing it. So I think Indiana wins, and I really don't care who to play. Like, I would be scared to play an Oregon team that just beat Indiana. And if Indiana goes out there and wins, I'm going to be scared to play this team who just can't seem to lose. So as long as I'm there, I don't really care. I'll play anyone. I still think both games are very winnable. I don't think we're significantly outmatched anywhere in any game. So I'm okay with both. I think Indiana wins, and I think they win and cover. I just think I can't go against them. I don't know. I haven't seen anything to prove me otherwise.
So I'm with you. I'm not going to disagree with you here. I think Indiana wins. I have been a doubter going back to last year. Got proven right in that Notre Dame game, that playoff game. And then coming back this year, I felt like the roster was not as good. And I actually want to I just pulled this up because I wanted to make sure I was saying this accurately. I'm going to give you a guess. So, you can look at talent composite. and you can look at like the most talented teams in the nation based on the recruits that they have and how they rate those recruits and rosters from top to bottom. So, and usually if you compare the top 25 talented teams in the country, that's usually your top 25 in the AP and the college football playoff rankings. Where do you think Indiana was at the beginning of this season? So not where they would rate them today, but going into this season, where do you think Indiana fell on the list in the country?
On pure on-field talent?
Mm-hmm. Do you think they're top 25?
No, I'm thinking like 38 is my guess right now. 38 is kind of in the ballpark of where I'm at.
Multiply that by 2. 72. And so I just say all that to say, like,
good Lord,
Kurt Cinetti might be that guy. I'm going to give you some teams just above Indiana on the talent composite. This is back from August going into the season. Boston College, did they win a game this season? I don't think they won a game this season. They're ahead of them. Tulane is ahead of them. UTSA. Oregon State, Duke, Northwestern, Purdue, Rutgers, Maryland, Louisville, Oklahoma State, Stanford. I mean, I can keep going. I just got to say the job that Kurt Cinetti has done this season in Indiana is unbelievable. I love him. He's a great coach. I think Indiana wins. I think Indiana covers. I think they are that team that is immune. They're the only team in the 12-team playoff format to win a game getting the first round bye.
Yeah.
The only team to do that.
Which is insane.
Kind of wild. Yeah. That's a discussion for another day on just maybe a broken system within college football. But
yeah, that's a wild
I'm with
one.
I'm with you. I think Fernando Mendoza is the better quarterback. I do like Dante Moore, but I think Fernando Mendoza is the better quarterback. I think Indiana, they just play – they don't make mistakes. Like they will not beat themselves. You have to beat them. They're not going to be the ones that make mistakes. They're going to try to force you to make mistakes, and they'll never make mistakes. They're so sound. They're well coached. I like Indiana. I think they're a freight train. I think they will be in Miami for the national championship. Now let's go over to your game. Ole Miss, Miami. Miami favored in this game, laying 3.5. That defense has been unbelievable in this stretch run in the playoffs. And Carson Beck has been good enough. Like, we haven't seen a Carson Beck meltdown. And that's where I want to start. So I'm going to have you break the game down. But the first question I have for you is, does it make you more confident that a meltdown is coming? Or are you scared with how good Carson Beck's been?
So Carson Beck was serviceable at Georgia. What was he, 2 years ago? It was like there were some errors, it wasn't great. And then last year was his kind of Heisman, you're the guy at Georgia, go out there, go 12-0, you're in New York. Or go 11-1, you're in New York as that quarterback. Kind of had his Heisman campaign going, was like a top 10, top 5 guy. Playing well, playing good serviceable ball. Probably pretty comparable to what Mendoza's doing. He's not flashy. You just go win games. He's doing well. And then last year he came to Oxford and we blew him up. We killed him. We sacked him a gazillion times. He was throwing picks. He was fumbling. I mean, we were all over them. So that all ended there. I think, am I worried that it's Carson Beck? Not at all. I'm not worried about anything they can really do on the offensive side. I'm not, for the same story as every team we play against. I'm not entirely worried that they're going to outscore us. I know we can score. And I don't think, unless Carson plays well, which he can play well, he's not a bad quarterback. But I'm not worried about him as going out there and going for 450 yards and just going insane. He can be serviceable and not turn it over, and that'll be hard to beat them then. But no, I'm not worried about him going out there and acting insane. No, that's not the worry at all. It's
pulling a Trinidad.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your confidence level in your own quarterback? Because I just have to say that might have been like the greatest quarterback performance in the college football playoff ever. I mean, Joe Burrow in 2019 put up some insane stats in that Oklahoma game when they scored 80 points. But the big moments when you needed to have it, third and long, evading the sack, making some crazy.
It was 3 plays in a row. It was 2nd and 10, did the pitch, and then Lacey stepped out of bounds. We thought he got the first down. I mean, he did shuffle
Dare
them,
I say he was playing a little Mahomey?
A little Mahomes, or does Mahomes play a little bit like Fair State quarterback Trinidad Chambliss?
What
It's up for
is your
discussion.
confidence level in the offense against this Miami
I mean,
defense and in Trinidad to be able to make those to try to replicate that performance?
yeah, all the faith in the world. But last week was you have this kid on the highest of highs coming out of D2, the great story. This whole story, the lane thing, we go win, we go win the playoff game without, all the buzz, it's all the media. Now it's around him. Last week was the perfect week for him to go out there and throw 2 picks and just be like, finally, like he's human, and did the complete opposite. Like it crossed my mind where it's like maybe it runs out. And he played unbelievable against a Georgia defense. So now I am fully bought in, which I already was, but even the thought of whatever recession, getting back to normalcy, I don't even know. I think he's just really, really, really good at football. Really good at football. I think he's the best quarterback in college. And I always thought that he played well, but now after doing what he did in the moment, in the Sugar Bowl against Georgia, that is elite stuff. This isn't doing it in the regular season against, whoever. This is playoff ball. The lights should have been too bright for him, for his story. D2 kid, whatever. He played D2 for 4 years. And 1 year now he's just playing a Sugar Bowl in the playoff against Kirby Smart in Georgia. I mean, the lights should have been too bright, and he just played unbelievable. I couldn't be more confident in him and the offense. Everything's clicking. We have the best back in the country. That's known. Receivers are playing. We got tight ends getting the ball now. I mean, we got.
Who was Haas, by the way?
Arkansas transfer. It's about time he got the rock. I know. No, it's Daquan. No, but I mean, a ton of faith in him and everyone around him. So I'm stoked for it. Looking forward to it.
So Trinidad made a lot of plays in that game, and everyone's talking about kind of those scramble drills, right,
Mm-hmm.
where he was evading the sacks and he went 20 yards back and then picks up the first down. My favorite Trinidad play of the game was fourth quarter, right after he made those big plays, and he rolls out to his right and just throws a 30-yard dot, layered it right over the corner, right under the safety. I mean, it was perfect ball. And when I already was like, all right, he's playing big time. But when he made that throw,
on the money,
yeah, this game's over.
A throw that could have been another one that could have been maybe his only slip up ever. Like if you were someone waiting for a slip up, that last play before we got in field goal position, that third and whatever, that little touch pass.
Oh yeah,
you can overthrow that so easily in that moment. I mean, yeah, he was open, but you got to touch it over everyone, dude. Just stones. He's stone cold.
Putting some good tape out there. I mean,
good.
No one was talking. He looks like he's trying to come back to college. He will come back to college, but putting some really good tape out there. Now,
sure.
I don't want to get negative, but just for our listeners, a lot of our listeners are up in Michigan and in the Midwest. What is going on with the coaching staff? Who does Ole Miss have on the sidelines tomorrow night, and who don't they have?
I don't think anything. I know there was talk. I haven't seen much of. I think it's all just talk. I think it's a nightmare. I think everyone's still there. I mean, why is it still there? Unless there's some analysts that aren't there. I'm pretty sure the heavy hitters are all still. Nothing's switching as far as I'm concerned. I haven't seen anything. I never really looked into it because I figured I would hear about it. But I haven't looked into it. But if something did happen, I would have known by now, I'd like to think. But I try not to pay attention because I hate reading into Lane Kiffin and LSU and all that smoke. But, yeah, I mean, I think we're fine. I don't think anything's notable.
Well, you got your OC. I know that. Weiss will be there.
Yeah. And
obviously Golding's going to call the defense, and Judge will be there. But so what I read an article, and I hope it's smoke and it's not real, but I read an article that there was some assistance, like your running back coach. What's his name? Kevin Smith, something like that.
Yeah. I said Kevin Smith was a terrorist last year. They can have him. That guy's. I've tweeted it out. I've made it public. He can go, and he can go to LSU. And Quan Lacey's still resigned. He's still re-signed with Ole Miss. Quan Lacey. So
I saw
Kevin
that.
Smith
That's
is
huge.
Terrible at his job. Yeah. So what? They can have him. For coaching him, he's good. He's fine. He doesn't need your advisory. Like, he's fine. Kevin Smith's the worst person. I hate him, but no,
I hate him too. I don't even know anything about him. But all right, so let's get to the game prediction. I think I know which way you're going, but Ole Miss plus 3.5, Miami minus 3.5. Which way do you lean? How do you see? Just talk us through. How do you see this game going?
I really don't know. Terrified. Much more scared for this game than I was for Georgia. And I told that to someone earlier this week, and they're like, well, obviously, that's easy to say after you beat Georgia. But if it wasn't for – the only reason I had a little bit of like, oh boy, we'll see with Georgia is because Vegas made that line 6.5. So that made me think that I wasn't smart enough. That there was something I just don't know. If I never saw that spread, there was no doubt in my mind we'd beat Georgia. We hadn't beaten the regular season. That team we absolutely could beat. No word. Like, that's a game you just go out and win. This game being 3.5, it's just different, dude. That D line is disgusting. I really don't know what to expect. I mean, we're not going to be held under 17 points. So it's like it'll probably look the same as every other game. Like, you gotta think we're going to score. What's that over under? I mean, it's still got to be high. They can't put our numbers low. What's that number at?
Whatever it is, give me the under.
52.5. Like 52.5. That's
give
a
me the
high
under.
Number. Yeah, you'd like to think, but even if so, Vegas thinks it's gonna be high scoring and Miami outscores us. That's what's weird to me. But no, I mean, I'm obviously all in on Ole Miss, and I think we go win the game. I don't know how it's gonna look. I have a hard time thinking that D-line's gonna play as well as it has. Diego Pounds does not let that happen. Diego Pounds is simply just a lockdown guy. So no one's getting past Diego, which is good. It's one less guy to worry about. But those boys can play. Those boys can play well. So but again, we have weapons everywhere. We can throw it. We can run it. We have a moving quarterback. I think we win. I don't know. I'm terrified though. Very, very nervous for this one. Very nervous. It just is a game that just seems like it's a gross one, to where Georgia kind of felt more of like it wouldn't be gross, either way. Yeah. Whoever wins that game.
No, I hear you.
Though, it could be ugly. So not super. I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm nervous. There's that. That's all I got.
I
Where
don't
are you
blame
at?
you.
Where's the outside view on this?
Here's where I'm at. I think you just described it perfect. I'm expecting a gross game. I think it's going to be a really low-scoring game. I think the lights are bright, a lot of pressure on. That Miami defense is legit. That Miami offense is not that great, and I like the Ole Miss defense. I think it's a lower-scoring game than people expect. I think we're in for a potential classic finish. Give me Ole Miss to cover the 3.5 all day, and give me Trinidad Chambliss making one more play than Carson Beck. And I do think – so where I started this whole thing, Carson Beck is just – he's going to make mistakes. That's his whole career. Yeah. He's going to make mistakes. I don't think he can string together 4 straight perfect games. I think he makes more mistakes than Trinidad. I think Trinidad makes more plays than Carson Beck, and I think that's where it comes down to. Now, we did. If you guys go check out the interview that we did with Taro Chelsea last night, she has this game going to OT. That would be crazy.
Oh, dude, I would die.
Anxiety would be crazy with Ty. But Ty and I are both going Ole Miss plus the 3.5, and Ty and I are both going Ole Miss money line. I think Ole Miss is the better team. So let
me add something here on this 3.5 kind of weird spread. We didn't have a turnover last week, or we didn't get one. Ole Miss. We had one turnover, and it was Kawan Lacey fumbling the ball, which won't happen again, and that was returned for a touchdown, and we won that game. There's a world where Ole Miss wins last week by double digits.
Yeah.
Is this spread still 3.5? If we go beat Georgia by 10 points? Like, in a 2-possession game. I was thinking, it wasn't like it was a walk-off field goal, but there's a world where if the best running back in the country isn't fumble and it gets returned, essentially it's our game for 4 quarters, that was our game if it wasn't for that play.
Oh, yeah. You would have controlled that game from start to finish. 100%. I agree.
So, like,
Yeah.
and then you're looking, it's they dominated Georgia. So I just don't know. I think this team's better than people than they actually think. I think people are still waiting for all the smoke to get to them. I think they're so locked in. I think all the Kiffin stuff, I think that's kind of dying out now, but it's still smoke, it's still distraction. That has to play some sort of factor in this line. Had to have last week. That's why it was 6.5. And we went out there
I
and
agree.
probably showing by 10. I
agree.
I think this team's good. Really do.
They are. They're in the college football playoff semifinal. They are. And so this will be the last thing I say on this is I agree with you. I think there was two ways this could have gone with Kiffin leaving and taking all the coaches with him. Team would have given up, quit, everyone enters the portal, they're leaving Ole Miss, and hey, we'll go out, we'll play one more game, whatever happens, happens. I would bet my life that Lane Kiffin was absolutely banking on Georgia winning that game.
Oh, yeah.
100%. With the way that he's been moving, everyone in the world thought they were going to lose. The other way that the team could have went, which is the way that they did go, is they banded together. They got, adversity brings people together. They banded together, and they're locked in, like you said. And I agree. Yeah. They're a really good football team. They have one loss this season. They avenged that loss against Georgia. They've beaten everybody that they've played this year.
Yeah, it's true.
They're a really good football team. And they're one win away from a national championship. I will say it again. Lane Kiffin went to LSU to compete for national championships. And the team that he put together, that he coached in the regular season, is one win away from competing for national championships. So shout out to Lane
last week if we have Lane Kiffin as our coach. We lose that game. Has he ever won the big one?
Another talking point. But I might agree with you. Yeah, this is a conversation for another day. But so I'll just say this and then we'll leave it. But truly, what has Lane Kiffin accomplished as a head coach?
Ever. I mean, revived us. I'll give him that. But win the big one.
That's what I mean.
His best stint was at Ole Miss. His best stint was at Ole Miss, for sure.
100%. Has he ever won a conference championship?
Nope.
Has he ever won a playoff?
I mean, as under Saban.
Well, yeah, as the head guy at any stop. At any stop he's ever been on the way, nope. He's got nothing in the trophy case. So
nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand the obsession with Lane Kiffin, if I'm being brutally honest. But let's go Rebs, hotty toddy, whatever they say. Big game tomorrow. Let's talk NFL. All right, so we're gonna make this really quick. We have to talk to Lions. It's been a month since we've recorded. Since the last time we recorded, by the way, the Lions were playing the Rams, and we're very much still in it for both the playoffs and potentially the NFC North. They end up losing 3 straight. They lose to the Rams. They lose to the Steelers. They lose to the Vikings. They get eliminated, and then they go ruin their draft capital, draft stock, and they beat the Bears in Week 18. We are going to do a full episode probably next week, just breaking down the Lions offseason, who the free agents are, who we want them to re-sign, who we're cool with walking, some big names that they could maybe bring in. And then we're also going to talk offensive coordinator staff and who we'd like to see there. But just give us just a really quick take. Thoughts on the Lions, and the way that I'll frame the question is, do you think this is the window closing and it's over? Or do you think this was a wake-up call, and this was very similar to the Eagles back in 23, where they went to the Super Bowl, had an awful season, got bounced in the wild card, went out, made a bunch of changes, and then went out and won the Super Bowl the next year?
Yeah.
Which side are you on?
I mean, I've thought negatively about this for a while now, and I still would be, but I'm not nearly as negative. It's fixable. It's entirely fixable. That's obviously possible. Will we go out there and make the moves? Who knows? With this franchise, with the moves, we have the pieces. That's no question. The saving grace in my mind right now is that schedule is so damn easy next year.
Unbelievable.
I mean, we are making the playoffs next year. We are. If we don't, it's blow everything up if we miss the playoffs with that schedule next year. We're making the playoffs.
You might make it with Hendon Hooker as your quarterback next year.
We might. We're gonna make the playoffs. So obviously now we have hope again. If we're just fast forwarding 10 months, not 11 months, 12 months. We can fast forward 12 months. We're gonna
Yeah,
be
12 months.
very hopeful.
We'll be in the
Now we'll be hosting, will we be whatever, winning division? I don't know. But we'll be in, and with the moves, 100% we can prolong this window and just keep it open. So I'm optimistic. I just need us to go make moves. But I'm very optimistic now, just because that schedule is just like they're making us go out there and compete now. Like they're getting
it's
we have a 4th place schedule.
it's like the Niners this year, right? Like
Yeah.
if the Niners played a first place schedule, are they in the playoffs? I don't know. But the Niners had I think the easiest schedule in the NFL this year. It was unbelievable. They were playing that 4th place schedule. I agree with you. I think I am not ready to say the window closed. I think this was a punch in the mouth. I think this was a wake-up call. You got to turn around and make some things happen. But here's where I'm a little nervous. You touched on it. Is this franchise going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
I love Dan Campbell. I love Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes has been rubbing me the wrong way a little bit lately. Brad has put back-to-back drafts together that have been awful.
Yeah.
We need better drafting out of Brad this season.
Yeah.
Dan, listen, I supported bringing in John Morton. I supported hiring Shepard from within last offseason. Morton was a huge whiff. Shepard is still up in the air, and it looks like Shepard's staying on. And I like Shep. I think he'll get better as a coordinator. But the Lions need to prove that they're serious about winning a Super Bowl. I just read that they interviewed David Blau for the OC position. And guess what? Maybe in 5 years, he's a great coordinator. But what I am not willing to do is with an aging Jared Goff, who's not mobile, who is in his 30s now, and who you have a ton of money invested in this Super Bowl window, I'm not willing to give David Blau just a shot. Let's not give some young guy a shot and see if it works. I think you need to go out and get a serious offensive coordinator. You need to draft well. You need to sign some players in free agency. You have to work some magic.
We can't fix everything with drafting here. We
100%.
have to go trade. I mean, you have to go make some moves, some real moves, not picking up.
And it starts with the offensive line. It has to start with the offensive line.
We'll draft no lineman. That's where we're going first, and then but we have gaps elsewhere in that line.
Right.
So
right, and that's the problem, right? Is you've got Glasgow's probably gone, Decker probably gone. So you're looking at. I feel good about Mahogany. I feel good about Ratledge. I feel good about Panay, obviously.
Yeah.
So you have options. We'll get deeper into this next week. You have some options, but you have to rebuild that line, and the center position is really important. I think the loss of Frank Ragnow this season, you saw how important that center position is. So you got to make some moves there, and you got to get back to drafting and developing in the trenches, because I feel like Brad has moved away from that, and he's gotten a little more experimental in the draft and more project guys. Where, I mean, first 2 years he drafted Penei Sewell and Aiden Hutchinson in the first round.
Yeah.
Which kind of can't miss guys, but can we get back to focusing on the trenches? So that's we'll dive deeper. I'm obviously extremely disappointed with the way the season ended, but I'm glad at least we're on the same page. Window's not closed; they can bounce back. But I'm not as confident. The one thing I always compare the Lions to the Eagles because I feel like they're polar opposites. The Eagles will always go out and make a move to make themselves better and win.
That's the thing with the Tigers. Why do we just refuse to go make a splash? I mean, it's above my head. What do I know? But go get some dudes. I don't get this whole contending thing. It's not easy to win in this league, and when you start winning, you have to win.
Completely.
So
agree.
it's just time to go get dudes.
I couldn't agree more. And there's a team in the NFL. There's a team in the NFL that consistently makes the splash move, and yes, they've missed on some, but it's the Philadelphia Eagles. And how many NFC Championship games have they been to? How many Super Bowls have they been to? They won the Super Bowl last year. You got to take a risk. So I'm with you there. All right, let's get into the rest of the playoffs. We will talk Lions deep next week on what they're going to do in the offseason. But let's get to the playoffs, and we'll go through game by game, real quick talk about it. Who do we like and why? And then at the end of this, we're each going to give our prediction on Super Bowl matchup and Super Bowl winner. So let's start on Saturday afternoon. The Rams go back to Carolina. Weird game here. The Rams played in Carolina about a month ago. The Rams were laying 10.5. It was a monsoon downpour, and the Panthers won that game outright. I think Bryce Young had 117 pass yards or something crazy like that, and they won the game outright. You lead us off. You go first. Who wins? Who covers?
Rams win. Panthers cover 13-3. No, 16-6. Give me a gross one.
Wow, you're taking
Time
Panthers.
zones.
Okay.
I hate betting on west to east.
You are a time zone guy. I forgot about that.
I am huge.
I'm going Rams here. Rams just did this trip a month ago. Rams lost. Rams are going to be back at full strength. Devontae's back. It's different. It's different. The playoffs are different. I think this game might get out of hand. Give me Matt Stafford and the Rams. And I'm going to be on the other side of you here. I'm taking the Rams.
I'm being hopeful on my guy 9, dude. I gotta trust 9.
Ty's the biggest 9 fan I've ever met in my life. And I might be 2 though. I might be number 2. So
dude,
all right, let's go to the Saturday night game. It's the 3-peat NFC North matchup. It's going to be crazy. I'm pumped. I'm very excited to watch this game, which is kind of crazy for me to say as a Lions fan that I'm very excited to watch this game, but I am. Green Bay goes to Chicago. Green Bay laying 1. Who do you like?
I like the Bears here. After last year's monstrosity of a game, I'm starting to think Ben Johnson might be allergic to winning big games as well. But the Packers are not good. And they're just getting worse. They're not good. The spread is nasty. It's ratty. It's trappy. I could be a fish here. Give me Chicago. Green Bay sucks. They suck.
I'm with you. Give me Chicago.
Wouldn't surprise me if they go win, but that's Vegas, but they suck. Go ahead, though.
This line is flip-flop, too. I mean, it opened with Chicago as the favorite.
Yeah.
Now Green Bay's favored. I'm taking Chicago. I just think what made Green Bay so good, their defense bailed them out so many times. There was a point in the season where Green Bay had 2 losses and a tie, and the most points – well, take out the Cowboys game because they gave up 1 million points in that game. But the most points they had given up outside of that tie was like 16 points, and they had 2 losses. Like, their defense was bailing them out, and a huge part of that was Micah Parsons getting after the quarterback. Out. He's out. Tucker Kraft was their biggest weapon on offense. Yep. He's out. I can't believe I'm saying this. I trust Ben Johnson. This Chicago team has gotten better and better and better as the season's gone on. I'm going to take Chicago at home.
I actually love Chicago in this game.
I really like Chicago in this game. It's tough to beat a team 3 times.
Green Bay hasn't won in a month. Actually, exactly a month. They've won a game. Their last win was against Chicago.
Wow.
I think I love the Bears in this spot.
And Caleb had the game-winning touchdown, and he threw an absolute duck that got picked off to end the game. But Chicago could have very well won that game. All right, so we're both on Chicago. Let's go to Sunday. 1:00 game. Josh Allen on the road in the wild card. Kind of crazy. At Jacksonville. Buffalo favored on the road, laying 1, essentially a pick 'em. I'll lead us off so you don't have to go first every time. We'll get to it at the end. It is all lined up. Destiny is here for Josh Allen. I have to imagine the playoff experience on this Buffalo team versus the Jacksonville team. And Jacksonville is a team that really relies on turnovers to win football games. Give me the Bills.
This might be one of the grossest games ever. This might be one of the grossest matchups. Josh Allen is, by the way, 0-8 on the road in the playoffs. 0-8 ATS. Or straight up. I forget which one it was, but no good. I'm gonna take the Bills here, and I'll we'll put a pin in this one because we'll circle back to it later. Weird game. But give me the Bills. I think give me the Bills. They suck too.
Yeah.
They stink.
No, you want
that
the
roster is awful. Give me Trevor Lawrence.
Josh Allen.
Give me Jacoby Myers.
Oh, he swapped. All right.
Give me the Jaguars. Give me the Jaguars.
He's on the Jags. All right, so we're
plus
on
the one.
opposite sides.
Give me the point. I want plus the one.
Oh, you just want the plus the one. So Buff.
but they win too.
Yeah,
but for betting reasons, give me the point. Give me the point.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, let's go to the NFC. San Fran at Philly. Philly laying 4.5. San Fran kind of limps into the playoffs. Philly, weird season
Stinks.
for Philly. Do they though? What side do you like in this game? Philly laying 4.5.
On the number, give me San Francisco.
All right.
On the money line, give me the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay. We're on opposite sides again. I'm going Eagles. Eagles win the game. Eagles cover.
I don't know if they can score 4.5 points. That's my thing. It might be 3-0.
If they're going to put points up, this is the defense to do it against. Dude, this defense is decimated. Robert Saleh has done a great job with, coordinating this defense, but they are absolutely decimated. And if my theory's correct, Philly will cover in this game. I think that this might have been a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover for this Philadelphia Eagles team, and they have the capability of being a Super Bowl caliber team. They have the roster to do it. I think they wake up and they start playing a little more serious football. I think we see a better version of the Eagles on Sunday. So I'm going to go Eagles. I'm going to go cover the 4.5. Let's go to Sunday night game. The Chargers at the 2 seed New England Patriots. Maybe the MVP, Drake May. We'll see who wins that. New England is laying 3.5. I'll go first. Chargers win this game outright. Chargers win the game outright Sunday night on the road. Harbaugh does it. Justin Herbert does it.
Wow. See, this is one of these ones I want to circle back to, and again, we'll talk about it. Patriots win and cover.
Wow. One of us is going to have a great weekend, and the other one is going to have a terrible
I think I
weekend.
like your sides more than mine. I realized I was on too many dogs there, so I just had to go with the favorite. If it's in Lambeau or Foxborough, they got to be loud. Time zones. That's west to east,
time
dude.
Zone. This is
That's
a time
west
zone
to
game.
east. I know.
This is a time zone game.
You know how I feel.
All right.
Give me the Pats.
Let's go to the final wild card game. Monday Night Football. Houston on the road in Pittsburgh. Houston laying 3. Pittsburgh the home dog. Houston may be the hottest team in the NFL headed into the playoffs.
For sure.
Who do you like in this game?
Can we talk about, by the way, this might be the best wildcard weekend ever.
Oh, dude, so many good games.
These are going to be great games. Texans win and cover. And I hate that because I know it's going to be Aaron Rodgers' legacy. I just know it. But you're taking the Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers' legacy, DK Metcalf back, TJ Watt legacy. This might be, I'm not kidding, this game might be 6-9. This might end up being, it's going to be such a low. Yeah, this is maybe sprinkle a no touchdown scored in this game, or bet the defenses to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know who wins this game. I would not bet the money line either way. But given that I think it's going to be a super low-scoring game, give me the Steelers. They have a really good kicker as well who might factor into this. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of points scored in this game, though. Both these pass rushes are wild. Houston has no offensive line. I have no idea which way to go on the money line, but I'm going to take the 3 points.
Gosh, they haven't lost in 2 months since November 9th. The Texans
have been rolling. They have been rolling. So they're scary. They're scary. They're one of those teams that I think could get to the Super Bowl out of the wild card. From the wild card spot.
Yeah, It's interesting. Some interesting games here. I think we're used to seeing blowouts this weekend, aren't we? Like there are a couple.
Seeing it? Oh, we've seen a few. Yeah. We normally see much bigger spreads than. I mean, there are multiple games here that are pretty much pick'ems.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in for a good weekend. All right.
So can we circle back to what I wanted to say?
Yeah.
In terms of bracket, in terms of let's think March Madness.
Yes.
The lower side of this AFC bracket, and this is the classic like 7-12 or 5-12, and then they play the winner of the 4-13 or something like that in March.
Yep.
You have Jaguars Bills. Winner plays winner of Pats Chargers. Any 4 team gets out. Any of them get out of there. Like there is not a single one that can't win and go to the AFC Championship.
Oh,
Jags Bills. Someone's got to win that game. No clue who.
Yeah.
I can see Jacksonville winning. And then it could be Jacksonville Chargers, and it could be Jacksonville in the AFC Championship with no questions asked. Those 2 games will play each other. I think those are just all coin flips. Every team there is just like, because I don't believe this Patriots team because they haven't played anybody. You know, I think they're good, but like, if you're thinking in March, you kind of hate betting on them. You kind of love that sneaky upset right there. That's it's your upset spot. And then the Chargers go play a Jaguars team. So it's like, is the Charger the horse
or the
here?
Bills?
Or the Bills? But the Bills are terrible. That roster. So I'm saying anyone could.
Who's the 7 seed in the AFC?
Chargers.
The Chargers. The Chargers. Okay, no. The Chargers would go to Denver.
Oh, you're right. But right now, I'm like, you're right. I forgot about that.
The Chargers would go to Denver.
You're right. I'm
following.
I forgot they rearrange it.
I'm following though, and by the way,
that was dumb. That was a dumb.
I would like the Chargers in that game if they get there. I will like the Chargers in that game when they get there.
I had that slip.
You did have that slip, and it's kind of crazy to think they lose both tackles and they might get to the AFC Championship. I mean, they got a tough road to go through. But if you told the Chargers fan you had to go through the 2 seed and the 1 seed on the road to get to the AFC Championship game at the beginning of the season, they're like, there's no way we go in and win at Baltimore or at Kansas City or at Buffalo. And then you tell them, no, you're going to New England and then you're going to Denver.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's very gettable. Very, very gettable.
Wild to think of. So,
just an interesting little AFC, those 2 games, man. I wish I lined up. I wish I wasn't so dumb, but
no, I was following you there, and then it hit me.
I'm on the ESPN app, and they're like, "Oh, make a bracket." So I made one.
They have the bracket.
It doesn't have to factor into where if LA wins it.
No, I got you.
But anyways,
well, all right. Here's where we're gonna end. Mm-hmm. Here's where we're gonna end. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. What 2 teams make it? Who wins? I'll give mine, and then we'll get out of here.
You go first. I don't need to move. Yeah, I hate this.
I'll go first. All right. In a year where there's mayhem, where the top of the AFC or young quarterbacks, young teams, nobody thought could get it done. Bo Nix doesn't scare me. Drake May is very good, but the Pats don't actually scare me. I think this is the year. I think Josh Allen gets out of the AFC. I think Josh Allen finally makes it to a Super Bowl. So I might look like an idiot come Sunday, but the Bills representing the AFC, and I'm just going with who I think the best quarterbacks are on both sides of the bracket. Give me the Rams out of the NFC. I think the Rams do it out of the NFC. So 2 wildcard teams in the Super Bowl. Matt Stafford versus Josh Allen. Matt Stafford and the Rams get their 2nd Super Bowl ring. I think the Rams beat the Bills in the Super Bowl, and the poor Buffalo fans make another Super Bowl just to get their hearts ripped out.
I like that. I don't have the same because I have the Jaguars beating the Bills.
True. But, yeah. So okay, I'm curious to see this.
Now, I do. March
Chelsea did say Bears Steelers.
That's insane. That one I couldn't believe.
We did get readings on Bears Steelers, but I'm going a completely different direction. But go ahead.
That is true. But going back to this March Madness idea, right? Where like you're filling out your bracket and you kind of are playing for points, right? You're trying to win this pool. You're like, all right, who's the best shot to make it to the championship? You know, who is the easiest 1 seed route? type thing. I don't know which team in the AFC is making the Super Bowl. Like, there is not one where I'm like, okay, just move them through. Like, they have the best chance of, like, cruising through. I have no clue. I have the Patriots out of the AFC. I think playing at home, they're gonna stay at home. They stay at home in Foxborough, and I hope that's important. The thing is, Drake May's a playmaker. Give me the home crowd, give me the playmaker. I don't know what else I'm really betting on. And then I'm with you with the Los Angeles Rams. I think Puka Nacua is the best player to ever grace the NFL. I think he's up there with prime Calvin Johnson. Puka Nacua is unstoppable. And then if you're within the 10-yard line, you can't guard Devontae Adams. And you have the best quarterback ever, who just can't miss a throw, ever, in Matt Stafford. So give me the Rams playing the Patriots in Candlestick, in San Francisco, and the Rams are taking it.
Rams? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we're on. You can stop them.
We're on the opposite side of every single game this weekend, but we both have the same Super Bowl winner. So that's all right. At least we agree on something.
By the way, my Super Bowl champ does not cover, by the way, against Bryce Young. They figured out.
Yeah, hold on.
They gotta get back out west. They gotta get back out west, dude.
You're contradicting yourself here. And
no, they win. Just don't cover.
Them getting in as the 5 seed was huge. I think that was really big too. Like huge. Them getting in as the 5 seed. So, all right.
Can I switch to the Rams covering? The more I'm talking this, they're gonna kill them. They're gonna kill
guys.
Them.
If you made it this far, Ty is switching to Rams covering. By the way,
Bryce, I had to fake the love for Bryce.
By the way, we're both on the Rams. We both just said the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. 9 is going to come out and throw for 400 yards, and they're going to win the game outright. The Panthers are going to win the game outright.
That'd be so cool.
I would be happy.
That'd be so
I would love
cool.
it. I would love it.
Yes, we're on the same bowl winner.
Yeah.
Which,
all right.
See, that one's more of one where, like, that's more of a probable route, you know, compared to the AFC. The NFC, they go
messy.
Carolina, then they go play the Bears. Like, I think, you know, then the Bears' luck runs out against them. But that's much more like if you're to bet on someone to, like, get you some guaranteed points the way through, the Rams are just that team. If that's who they're drawing, is Chicago. So it's like, and then give me Seattle, you know, in that NFC Championship. Give me the Rams in that one. And, so that's much more clear to me than the AFC. The AFC, I think, could honestly go anyway.
Completely agree. And that's the only reason I'm taking the Bills is – dude, all these games are going to be pick'ems. Give me the better quarterback. I'm going to take Josh Allen.
I almost went with altitude. I'm a big fan of factors like time zones and altitude. And humidity.
Trust me. I know.
If it was humid in Jacksonville, I'd have them going a lot further.
If you guys need like stats on bets, like you want to know the dew point in Phoenix for the Ole Miss game tomorrow, reach out, comment.
Matters.
Ty will tell you.
I'm telling you, it matters. These guys aren't used to playing in these conditions. It's different. So
you would put your hard-earned money on Bo Nix?
No.
In a playoff game?
No. But he won't be getting tired as easily as the other guys will be.
True. He might have a little more stamina.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. It's a 4 goes to OT. They have no chance. I don't know.
That's fair.
Something to think about.
All right, that's smart.
Think about.
All right. Thank you, guys. We're back. We're going to do a lot more of these. We're going to get back on a roll. You got one more thing?
Can I get a fun fact in there?
Yeah, please.
I mean, you know, a little end of the pod trivia for you.
Okay.
Which there's been a college football playoff game, where there wasn't a single offensive touchdown scored by the winning team. You know what team that was? I couldn't believe when I saw this. Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I saw it earlier. Might be fake. And now I'm doubting myself because I've done this before.
Was it a semifinal or was it the Natty?
Oh, I don't know. No, it wasn't Natty. It wasn't Natty.
College football playoff team that didn't score that won the game without scoring a single offensive touchdown. It's Alabama early years?
So this is the worst stat I've ever saw in my life. It's so unbelievably fake. Just looked it up. Not even close. I had a feeling I should have looked it up earlier, but I just thought about it. I saw it. Dude, I'm such an idiot, bro. I'm like getting baited by AI.
Call me asparagus.
I got the internet, dude.
You're like my grandma or my grandpa.
Literally.
I think Gary watches this. So Gary, if you are watching this, you send me a lot of AI stuff, sports stories that aren't real.
Gary, send it to me. I'll believe.
Stop. Send it to Ty, though. He'll believe it.
The worst part is they told me that when Bama played Michigan State, they didn't score a single for the touchdown. It was all defensive. And I'm like, damn, I remember that.
When they dropped 38.
I'm like, damn. That is, how did I know that? Like, I watched that game. Like, it was that many turnovers. That's the stupidest thing.
Oh, that's funny.
I need to get outside more.
I'm gonna text Jet and ask him if he knows that stat, just to remind him of that game.
Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns. Jake Coker had 2 touchdowns.
Dude, it was like
Calvin
30-0 at halftime, wasn't it? It was like that game got out of hand quick. But
yeah, I believe it was. So yeah, worst stat ever. I suck at this game. No, Bama scored. No, it was 10-0 at halftime. 10-0.
New segment starting next week. I think we find the funniest like AI videos that we can, and then we'll react to them live on the pod.
Yeah, get all the AI out of me.
Yeah.
Start
all right. We'll be back. Go Ole Miss. Go Rebs.
Go Rebs.
Good luck to you. I hope you have a great time watching the game. I hope it's a happy time, and we can hop back on. Next time we hop back on, we'll be previewing the national championship, and hopefully it's Ole Miss and
I
Indiana.
will be in attendance. I will be flying to Miami for the Natty. So if Ole Miss wins tomorrow, guys, comment in the comments. I am accepting donations for Miami. So if you want to, help me out, I'll reach out to you through the comments. So.
And Rebelette will be doing a live fan meet and greet when he's there. So if anyone's there,
if anyone's in Miami,
we'll post it on our TikTok. The details of where we're doing the live fan meet and greet. Rebelette will be there. So
yes.
All right. Good
That's
night,
all
everybody.
I got.